Right now on IUSTV News, a first-hand look at the aftermath of the past weekend's Kirkwood shooting, what witnesses were saying, and the current details of the investigation.
And a man turns a passion for music into a community class. Now he's teaching dozens of students to play, coming up.
Later, a high-speed chase in Bloomington leaves cars damaged and questions unanswered. What investigators are still waiting on ahead.
And some severe storms hit the area last night, but can we expect any more? I'll have the forecast coming up.
From a celebratory weekend to a shooting scare on Kirkwood, Little 500 brought the headlines in more ways than one. Welcome to IUSTV News. Thanks for joining us. I'm Paris Payton.
And I'm Tegan Emerson. The shooting resulted in 5 injuries, and details are still unknown about the suspects at large. It all started at 12 o'clock on Sunday morning, where a verbal fight broke out into a gunfight in front of the Kirkwood Five Guys. Within minutes of the incident, Bloomington and IU police had the street blocked off with a helicopter in the air. Our Mike Badroff got to the scene to interview witnesses on what had transpired.
Another witness testimony from what happened here on Kirkwood. Gentlemen, you guys were in the bars. What'd you hear, what'd you see, and what happened?
So what we heard is everyone was in the bars, and then we heard a bunch of shots because I was hanging out outside by the door. And then from rumors, we heard that girls got shot in the head right outside of Five Guys over there, and cops are searching the drains for shell casings.
Then we saw everybody running. They were like, holy, what's happening? Then, I'm sorry, I'm kind of in disbelief. So then we just saw people running, then we're asking people, and we just see a bunch of cops swarming in. It was crazy. I've never seen anything like that.
Shit, there was a bunch of helicopters.
Like probably 30 feet above us, and everybody's screaming out. And we're like, dude, what is happening? I don't know, that was really scary.
And the reported location is in front of the Five Guys in front of us?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right.
Right in front of the Five Guys.
Thank you, gentlemen. Stay safe, stay indoors. You get away.
Take care. Thank you.
The victims in the shooting were all confirmed to be non-IU students, and there are currently no details available at the shooter or shooters. Please call Detective Chris Scott at 812-339-4477 if you have any details on what happened that night.
A Bloomington man was charged for looking through a woman's bedroom window after repeatedly entering a backyard for multiple nights in April. Michael Gabriel Love was accused in connection with the incidents reported April 14, 15, and 17. This is not the first time Love has been arrested. He has been arrested 5 times for related charges. Love faces 3 counts of voyeurism, with each being a level 6 felony.
2 unhoused men were found dead inside a tent in the woods off of East Miller Drive in Bloomington. The 56-year-old men had been identified as Harold Adams Jr. and Kyle Dewitt and were said to be dead for several days before being found. Police said there were no signs of physical trauma on the bodies, but illegal drugs were found inside the tent, suggesting they may have died from overdoses. Autopsies are still being conducted to figure out the cause of death.
From starting with nothing to building a class for dozens, one Seymour man is using music to make a difference.
And now he's helping students find their voice through piano. Our reporter Edith Morales has the story.
Thanks, guys. A man from Seymour, Indiana started his dream voluntarily as a music teacher, teaching around 30 students how to play the piano at a local Christian church. This has given the opportunity for students to learn and perform in front of many Seymour residents. A man from Guatemala started his passion from scratch at a local Christian church in Seymour, Indiana, teaching piano lessons to around 30 students. These students come once a week to learn piano and music, which many did not have any prior experience before. He quit his job to pursue this dream to teach students voluntarily 3 years ago.
He gave me the basic understandings, so that's my root. They kind of just asked me if I wanted to be in it, and I've always been hearing music and pianos and stuff like that, and I just wanted to give it a go for it.
With the help of the church, he was able to find parents who wanted to sign up their kids for music classes. These students have been able to explore their own passions and have opportunities to perform in front of many crowds. Many of his students play the piano, violin, and are able to read music. To arriving with nothing to achieving his dreams, he has been able to have a bond with his students and help the community by creating charity events.
Primero porque quiero servir a Dios por medio de la música y también ayudar a la gente que quiere aprender. Oh, aquí que me he dado cuenta que he desarrollado una generación de niños muy inteligentes. Se han vuelto muy capaces de hacer muchas cosas a través del estudio de la música.
He hopes to continue growing his class and helping students to find their own passions through music and God. In Seymour, Edith Morales, IUSTV. As they continue to grow and prepare for their next performances, you can learn more about them on Facebook at Iglesia Evangélica Ríos de Agua Viva, Seymour, Indiana. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Edith. Indiana college students are now unable to use student IDs when voting. This is an update to Josh Montana, an IU student who joined a lawsuit against Diego Morales, Indiana's Secretary of State, last May. The lawsuit looked at Senate-enrolled Act 10. This act prohibits the use of university-issued student ID cards as a valid form of identification. The order comes a week after federal judge Richard Young allowed a preliminary injunction to the May 2025 lawsuit, temporarily blocking Senate-enrolled Act 10. The state of Indiana filed an emergency motion on April 16th for the preliminary injunction to stay pending. The appeals court accepted the motion just 2 weeks before the primary election, therefore reinstating the ban on student IDs. This ban is estimated to affect 40,000 Indiana student voters. All right, let's turn to weather now. Grace, yesterday was kind of crazy. What can you tell us about later?
It was insane. I was already in my pajamas, in bed, and then I hear this siren. I'm like, okay, should I go to my basement or should I stay in my bed? We should be okay for now. We're having quite an active weather pattern right now. It is Tornado Awareness Month, but for the next few days, we should be enjoying some calm weather. The temperatures are falling a little bit below what they were at last week. We're looking at around 69 in Spencer, 69 in Bloomington, a little warmer in the southern part of Indiana, but not much warmer. Overnight temperatures around 9 p.m. we're going to be at 63, 12 a.m. we're going to go down a few degrees, and then 3 a.m. you can expect some little showers, and then also 56 degrees. All right, tomorrow morning, the weather is going to stay rainy. There's a lot of storms going on around Texas, Oklahoma area, and we're going to get clipped by that, especially early morning tomorrow. So if you're taking your little four-legged friend out, make sure that he has a coat on. All right, coming up, we have little clouds for the rest of the week, but pretty much rain-free, where you can expect lower temperatures, and then also finals week. What do you guys think about that? Do you have a lot of finals? Are you going to be walking to class next week?
I honestly only have one final, and that'll be nice, but I like the rain, so like I'm not mad about it.
I personally like sleeping like when it's raining. That's the only time, but.
Okay, well, I like the rain, so this is good for me, I guess, yeah.
All right, thanks, Grace. Still ahead, the Pentagon drops its flu shot requirement for troops, and some health experts warn it could impact military readiness.
Plus, Little 500 took over Bloomington this last weekend, but we are going to take a look back at history from the 2019 race coming up.
And speaking of Kirkwood, if you've been there recently, there's something new you can't miss. We got the story behind Bloomington's latest mural later in the show. A serious crash in Bloomington remains under investigation after a two-vehicle collision. Officials say the crash happened 2 weeks ago at Cary Pike and West 3rd Street right before 10 p.m. A high-speed Hyundai traveling southbound hit a Subaru in the intersection. The impact pushed the Subaru into a gas pump at a marathon nearby. Multiple people were treated for injuries, but none were life-threatening. Officials are working to retrieve the data from Hyundai and waiting for the toxicology results. The investigation is still ongoing. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth announced that the U.S. military will no longer require mandated flu shots. Hegseth said that the change is due to medical autonomy and religious freedom. Health experts warned that this change is a significant health issue. As troops work in close quarters, the flu could take out a whole unit of troops. Georges Benjamin, CEO of the American Public Health Association, said that this change will harm the readiness of U.S. troops.
Well, the Little 500 this year was awesome. Did you end up going?
Not to the race, I can tell you that, but
But celebrated either way.
exactly, yes.
All right, but we have something special for this broadcast, a look back in time in 2019 where the Cutters became back-to-back champions, and Hoosier News Source had the story. Take a look.
Gentlemen, mount your Little 500 bicycle!
64 teams spent the last year waiting to hear those words. The efforts of riders and IU Student Foundation members came to a close this weekend at the women's and men's Little 500 races.
We finished on Thursday night around 10 and went up to the top of the press box and just looked over the field, and it was an amazing feeling just to know that all the hard work had gone into, and we're finally finished and ready for the race.
One of the greatest parts of the Little 500 races is that whether you qualified in the top 10 or at 24th, you still have a chance to win the race.
Ski cycling led the women's race for most of the 100 laps, but during the last 10 laps, ski, teeter, and Delta Gamma were neck and neck. In the end, teeter walked away victorious.
Day in, day out, early mornings, late nights, sore legs, everything, but we just did all the little things and it paid off.
As for the men's race, first place seemed to be up for grabs until the very last lap. Among those teams that took turns leading the race were Jet Black, Bears, and Phi Kappa Psi. Phi Kappa Psi held their lead for 9 of the last 10 laps when the Cutters overtook them at the last turn.
I'm pretty satisfied, honestly. It's a great feeling to do this back-to-back with this program. This is the plan we set forth the whole year, to have Noble on the bike at the end. We trusted him. We knew if we had him on the bike at the end that we were going to pull it off, and we did.
This year marked the 14th overall win for the Cutters and the 4th for Teeter. For Hoosier News Source, I'm Andrew Lamparski.
Don't worry, there's still more to come as we will catch up with what happened in this year's Little 500 later with Dylan Dryman.
Over the years, People's Park on Kirkwood Avenue has featured many murals, and in about 2 weeks, a new painting commemorating IU's historic football season will be completed. Jonathan Espinazo, the artist commissioned to paint the mural, showcases some recognizable faces, including Coach Zanetti and former IU quarterback Fernando Mendoza. So before you leave for summer break, make sure to stop by and see it.
All right, well, our lovely Grace is back at the desk telling us a little bit more about the weather this week.
Yeah, it's a little cooler than I would like to see because I'm ready for the summer. I'm ready to graduate and get my summer, jump in the pool, but we're gonna be 50s, almost reaching 60s, but not quite. The good news is we shouldn't see a lot of rain for the rest of the weekend. 49, 10 a.m. on Friday, 54 at noon, and then going up a little bit to 56 at 5 p.m. Cloudy all across the board. For Saturday, we're gonna be looking at about 51 for a high at noon, and it's gonna be partly sunny, so if you're hoping to be by the pool, I wouldn't do that. 55 degrees for Bloomington, 55 kind of across the board. We have Brownstown, Bedford, Spencer, Martinsville, all at 55. I wish I could say it was gonna be a 70s, maybe even 80s, but we're not looking at that high of temperatures.
A little disappointing. I don't mind. Obviously, I said earlier I don't mind the rain, but like 55 degrees on my last week of school ever.
I need it to be 70s.
I want it to be 70s and
maybe
sunny.
even 80s. Like I need to be outside.
Like sometimes I get mad when I'm sweating on my walk to class, but like honestly, like right now I take
And we're not going to be walking in class next week.
So it would be perfect. All right, well, next in sports, Little 5 was this weekend, and our Dylan Dryman will break it all down when we come back.
Welcome to the sports segment. I'm Dylan Dryman. There's so much to get into today. The Little 500 didn't disappoint. A series of exchanges and big crashes catapulted AKO to their first ever time winning and Black Key Bulls to a three-peat. Congrats to those winners. Now we go on to Indiana football. A program record 8 Hoosiers got drafted into the NFL this past weekend. Several other Hoosiers were undrafted but signed onto teams. Fernando Mendoza goes #1 overall and is joined in Vegas by Roman Hamby and E.J. Williams. Omar Cooper gets drafted in the first round by the Jets, then Pons joins him alongside him in New York. Aiden Fisher goes to the Houston Texans, Coogan goes to Tennessee, Nowakowski goes to Pittsburgh, and Surratt is a Raven and Kalon Black is a 49er. Congrats to the Indiana football players on a remarkable accomplishment. Now we go into the NBA playoffs. Some drama in the NBA is unfolding. The Thunder have swept the Suns in the first round in easy fashion, hoping to earn back-to-back titles. The Orlando Magic are currently upsetting the #1 team in the East, the Detroit Pistons 3-1 in the series. Multiple series have teams winning their current series 3-1, and the others are tied at 2-2, unless you are the Denver Nuggets, who trail to the Minnesota Timberwolves 3-2. The Lakers have needed LeBron to step up more than ever, and he has certainly delivered with his team losing Luka and Austin Reeves. LeBron is fighting the Rockets alone, beating them currently 3-1. The greatest month in racing is almost underway. The Indy 500 Open test was today, April 28th, and runs tomorrow as well, the 29th. The Indy Grand Prix will be run before the 500, but Indianapolis Motor Speedway is starting to see some visitors. Alex Blow is the lead favorite to win the Indy 500 at plus 450. The runner-up is Joseph Newgarden at plus 550, who had a chance to three-peat last year. It should be an exciting May. The Indianapolis 500 will be held on Sunday, May 24th. And for all the latest things on IU sports, be sure to tune in each week to Hoosier Sports Night. You can catch it on Fridays on IUSTV. Guys, that was my last time.
Oh, good job, Dylan.
Yay.
You killed it.
Good
happy
job.
sports, happy sports. All right, well, after that, let's get one more check of the 7-day forecast with Grace.
Yes, one more check. We can expect to see a little bit of rain throughout the week, but nothing like what we were seeing. It's going to be around 55, 61 this weekend. Nothing too warm, but we don't have to walk to class anymore, so we don't really have to worry about it.
Not our problem.
No.
Awesome. All right, well, thank you, Grace, and thank you for watching IUSTV News.
Hold on. I have to interrupt. I'm here. It's me, guys, Carson Johnson, former co-host of What's Up Weekly and current absentee father. The guys back in the control room thought it would be a good idea for me to come in and introduce something that we all thought that you guys and all the seniors this year deserved to hear.
Aww.
Hi seniors, I can't believe you were leaving and I'm so sad to let you go, but I'm grateful to have shared this experience with you. Each one of you added something special to the IUSTV family and it won't be the same without you, but we know that you all have special things in your future. We love you and we miss you already. Bye!
Hi seniors, thank you so much for all of the support you've given us and everything you do for IUSTV News. We're all going to miss you so much, but we are so excited to see what you do next. Bye!
Thank you, seniors of IUSTV. We appreciate the time and effort that you guys put into the program. I want to say good luck to you guys for you and your future endeavors. We're going to miss you guys as well.
Paris, I am so sad to see you go, but I am so thankful for the amazing year that we got to spend together and for all of the incredible memories and laughs that we've shared together. And I love you so much, and I wish you the best of luck in your future career. Tegan, I love you so much, and I am so proud of you and all of the amazing things that you've accomplished this year. You have truly been a best friend to me, and I have loved getting to spend this year with you and getting to watch you on camera every week. You really have been such a big inspiration for me, and I love you so much.
Hey seniors, I just want to say thank you for all that you've done. Whether it's just making a freshman like me feel welcomed on the very first week or pushing me to be my best, it's really meant a lot. All of your support, I couldn't have done it without you guys, so just thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, thank you so much for a great year.
Hey seniors, I just wanted to say congratulations and that we're going to miss you so much next year. You've made IUSTV the best experience, and I just know that you're going to go on and do so many amazing things. Thank you.
Hey seniors, thank you so much for all that you've done for us this year. Your mentorship has been incredible, and I know that you all are going to go off and do amazing things, and I wish you the best of luck in your futures. Congrats on graduating.
Grace, thank you for always being available to help me with all my silly questions. You made it very easy for me to get situated into IUSTV, and I felt so comfortable. Tegan, thank you for all of the compliments. You were always so kind to me and everyone. I'm gonna miss seeing you fitted up in studio. Paris, thank you for always being funny. Every time I was around you, I was always laughing. And Grace and Sophie, thank you guys for being so nice to me when I was shadowing you guys. I had the most fun time, and I wish I'd shadowed you guys sooner. We talked about anything and everything, and it was awesome.
Hi seniors at IUSTV News. I just want to say thank you guys so much for everything you've done for myself and for the program this year. I am so lucky to have been in IUSTV at the same time as you all, and I'm so excited to see what you guys do in the future. Good luck. Goodbye, thank you.
Hey seniors, just wanted to come on and say thank you for all you've done for IUSTV. I know you guys are going to be doing exceptional things in the future. For me personally, coming on as a freshman this year, I've never felt so proud to join an organization like IUSTV. You guys have made me feel so welcome, and I cannot wait to see what you guys do in the future.
Hey seniors, Allison here. I just want to come on here and say how much of an honor it has been to watch you guys and to be able to learn from you guys, and being able to learn from this class of seniors specifically, and leading us the way to have a successful IUSTV without you guys next year. It has been such an honor to work with you guys, and I wish you all the best in the future, and I can't wait to see your careers as future journalists.
Seniors, thank you so much for everything this past year. You have made it such a fun and valuable experience at IUSTV this past year. I cannot wait to see everything else that you all go on to do and accomplish after college. I'm so grateful for this past year, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. Once again, thank you so much for everything, and much love, y'all. You're all gonna do great.
Carson, thanks for being the life of the party, and I look forward to seeing what you're gonna do in the future. And Dylan, I'm going to miss all the big fun drinks you got whenever we went out.
Hi, Grace.
I'm sorry.
So easy for me to make this for you because you've done so much for me. You've done so much for our program. You're one of the kindest, most joyful and brilliant people I've had the pleasure of interacting with, and it does not need repeating how much you've done for our program. Having been away second semester last year, I know you didn't get to see what it was like, but you turned it back into what we loved it for in the first place. So you took something very important to all of us and gave us a space and gave us a group of people that we could really bond with and connect with, and that couldn't have happened without you. So from the bottom of my heart, I have nothing to say but thank you. Good luck in Dallas. I know you'll kill it down there. And whatever you end up doing, whether it be social media or wedding stuff, whatever it is, I know you're going to kill it because that's the kind of person you are. So, again, thank you, Grace.
Grace, trying not to cry. I love you so much. You truly have been the best mentor and friend that I could have ever asked for. You completely turned around coming to IU for me, and I wouldn't even be here doing IUSTV without you. It's immeasurable how much you have shown me and taught me, and I only hope that one day I can be as good of a journalist as you are, and I love you so much. My best friend forever.
Grace, congrats on graduation. I just want to say that I'm proud of your leadership and all of your hard work that you put in over the last 4 years. I saw the talent and the growth that you had, and I know that you'll be on to greater and better things. I just want to wish you all the best.
Seniors, as I sit here and edit the surprise, it is so clear how much love, passion, and effort you all have put into this program, and from the bottom of our hearts, we cannot thank you enough. And to Grace, our fearless leader, and my favorite boss, you have done so much for this program foundationally, and I cannot thank you enough for putting all your time, passion, and effort into it. I will try to be a fraction of as good as a leader as you were next year, and I cannot thank you enough for letting me step into your shoes. We all know you guys are going to do amazing things. We love you all, and best of luck. Go IUSTV News.
That was the sweetest thing
Wow,
ever.
I didn't think I was gonna cry, and then I did, and then Ashton's face popped up, and oh my god. Thank you, guys.
That was so sweet. Thank you guys for doing
guys.
that. We're gonna miss you all. All right, well, for the last time for us seniors, thank you guys for watching IUSTV News.
For updates between newscasts, check out IUSTV.com and be sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and X. They're back here in August for the last time. I'm Paris Payton.
And I'm Tegan Emerson.
And I'm Grace Morocco.
Thanks for watching.
Yay, let's all hug.